Hello, my name is Anton. I am the commercial director of the Tosnensky mixed feed factory. Our company produces mixed feed for all types of farm animals and poultry, as well as laboratory animals. At the moment, we are finishing the installation of the production lines for fish and shrimp feed. The factory has been operating since 1975. It is one of the 5 feed factories in the Leningrad region. And to be fair, it's one of the smallest. But at the same time, we have certain advantages over all other factories, one of which is flexibility. It resides in the fact that we have the ability to produce small batches of fodder and quickly switch from one formula to another. Feed production requires several stages of preparing raw material before it turns into a finished product for feeding animals. Specifically, the stages are extrusion, peeling, and advanced refining of proteins. Feed production always starts in the laboratory. Our company has a production lab where all incoming raw materials are tested and analyzed. The laboratory has the ability to carry out chemical tests, which are longer and take several hours to complete. It also has modern infrared analyzers, which allow you to run tests in a few minutes and get precision results. Our company works with trusted suppliers, with whom we've been working for 20 to 25 years, as well as with new suppliers who are ready to provide quality products and raw materials for further processing and production of mixed animal feed. In our production, we do not use drugs or chemical dyes that can be harmful for human health.
My name is Ekaterina, and I am the head of business development of the Tosnensky mixed feed factory. I am going to tell you briefly about the technological cycle of the production. Modern total mixed ration production is a rather complicated and high-tech process. It begins with the delivery of raw materials. For the delivery of supplies, our factory uses both a railway line and trucking. The delivered raw materials then go straight to the laboratory. The lab decides whether we can use the materials after running the necessary tests. After the tests have been carried out, and we get permission from the laboratory, the raw materials are unloaded into specialized silos, where they are stored until they are ready to be processed and converted into feed. The main ingredients for mixed feeds production are grains like barley, corn, and oats, and protein components like soy, soybean, or sunflower meal, rapeseed, and other ingredients that make up the vitamin and mineral composition of the mixed feed. When the raw materials are delivered and put in the bunkers, we start discussing the formula with the client. This process can take quite long because each client orders specific mixed feeds for their farm individually. Our staff has specialists who can help calculate the recipe in accordance with the diet. After the formula is calculated, the data is automatically transmitted to the information system on the control panel. The control panel sets the production cycle based on the required amounts of each component for a specific farm, diet, and formula. At the moment, we work with more than 25 main formulae, which we mix almost daily. Then each ingredient, after it is brought into the system, begins its journey. Depending on the required amount, they go to the dispensers and farther, to the processing lines. All ingredients are milled. Milling also follows its own technological principle. There are some procedure specifications, because how fine or coarse the grain is milled depends on the type of animal feed. After the grain has been fully prepared, it is mixed. The mixers, which are built into the automatic line, also receive liquid components and all other substances that are required for proper nutrition and growth of the animals. After that, the grain mixture goes to a pellet press. Our factory has several lines of fodder production. Therefore, we can produce pellets of different diameters. ranging from 17 millimeters to the smallest diameter of 2 millimeters. After the feed has passed the pelleting stage, it goes to the coolers, where its temperature is adjusted in accordance with the required storage time. After cooling, the feed follows the technological route to the bunkers for storage and transportation. Besides, our plant sells feed in packages. We ship feed in 10 to 40 kilogram bags. This, in brief, is the entire animal mixed feed production cycle. It takes about 3 hours to produce a batch of pellets. We will be glad to see you at our factory. Further questions are also welcome. Thank you for your attention.
Our company prioritizes continuous training of our employees. Therefore, we constantly participate in various educational events, scientific seminars, and associations. At the moment, our company has joined a national project to boost labor productivity and employment rate. Some members of our management staff have already been trained in the federal program, Leaders Pro. Furthermore, for company development purposes, it is very important to participate in international projects, such as the Baltic Industrial Symbiosis, BIS, which we have recently joined. We truly relate to the idea of the project, since we, as a company, are interested in the possibility of recycling the byproducts of food production. Back in the Soviet Union, there are a huge number of solutions designed to process food production byproducts and prepare them to be used as raw materials for animal feed production. In this regard, we already have a potential partner, which we found through the Baltic Industrial Symbiosis project. It is the Munhil Brewery. The product that we obtain on the protein drying line turned out to be in demand, not only at our feed factory, but is also very popular abroad. Despite the difficulties due to the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020, none of our export shipments was disrupted. The increase in export contributed to our company getting the GMP Plus international certification at the end of 2019. This international standard was developed to control the safety of animal feed all over the world. We understand all the responsibility that falls on the enterprises of our industry. We feed animals, which then feed people. For project participants engaged in the production of furniture, our company can also be a supplier of plastic polypropylene bags. Thus, the enterprises participating in the project can create really peculiar chains of cooperation, which can lead to very interesting results. In this project, cooperation is possible not only between neighboring enterprises, but also between enterprises from different countries. Our clients come from the best farms of the Russian Federation, and they are committed to the health of their livestock. Consuming wisely and minimizing waste is a goal that everyone should pursue. Thank you for your attention. This was the Tosnensky Mixed Feed Factory.